Okay, so a few hours ago, I was made aware of this in my YouTube feed, okay? The entire meeting of Zelensky and Trump. Now, I heard that this had been a complete shit show. Okay, I have heard this has been a complete and utter clown show. Okay, I'm just gonna watch this from WSJ News. How this meeting went.
What's your message for them?
Now, this is a guy who just said, "What's your message for them?" This is the guy who's addressing Donald Trump.
Well, if I didn't align myself with both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, "Hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal?" That doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned.
Pay attention to this, what he just said. Okay, pay attention to what he just said.
Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal? That doesn't work that way.
Yes, it does. And he's gonna contradict himself. I kind of pre-watched this video, and I'm gonna tell you right now, he kind of contradicts himself a little bit later on. Now, I haven't watched the full video, I only watched part of it, because I wanted to make sure of its validity, of the whole full video thing.
I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America, and for the good of the world.
If you're aligned with the United States of America, why does it seem like you're gonna... Just take a look at the stock prices. Take a look at what happened over the past few days. Okay, take a look at the executive orders that you pushed out. They're being fought by courts. You're not looking good, man. You're not aligned with the United States, bro. No, that's a lie.
Aligned with the world. And I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got.
And why wouldn't Zelensky have hatred toward Putin? Look at Zelensky's face. Tell me why he wouldn't have hatred toward Putin. Tremendous
hatred, and I understand that. But I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So. It's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world.
Then how come is it that the world wants to kick your ass? Let's be real. This started with South Africa, and I guarantee you that South Africa wants to kick Donald Trump's ass. For pulling out the U.S. aid. And actually, you know what? For being stupid. For pulling out U.S. aid. It's not because that U.S. aid... It's not the fact that, South Africa was being salty about pulling out U.S. aid. It was the mere fact of the reasoning and the logic that was needed, and the spinning truth with lies to pull out U.S. aid. That's why they're salty.
I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's...
He's boosting up his ego. Oh my God. Look, the sound of his voice and his facial expression, he takes pride in what he just said. And people were saying, yeah, that's the way it should be. Need I remind you that Donald Trump did the same thing with North Korea when he potentially exposed governmental military secrets by showing off the Navy to North Korea while North Korea showed off his ground forces. There were some technologies that were never supposed to be exposed, yet they were exposed.
That's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I will respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions.
That's not true. That's not true. Joe Biden actually put sanctions against Vladimir Putin. So there weren't just words, there were actions involved to reduce Putin's advancement of military-grade technology. And this was in alignment with what NATO wanted to do, and with NATO's participation as well. So J.D. Vance just flat out lied right now.
What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask?
No, he's not! You're probably not going to find it on YouTube, but it's very hard to find out about this information. But the thing is that Trump is sucking up to Putin like crazy.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So
he occupied it in 2014. Okay.
During a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now the President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2015.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Man is just thinking about himself. Wow. Wow, what a selfish prick. Holy Jesus. Wow.
Exactly
But-
right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, yeah, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him. Me, like a new president, in 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What?
He broke the ceasefire because of these... Putin had said multiple times that Putin's missiles, quote unquote, accidentally hit Ukraine. But they were blanks. So there's no harm, no foul. That's where the that's where the break of the contract happened. Was the stupid silly excuse of, you know, these blank test missiles firing on over Ukraine. So Putin actually did lie. In order for Zelensky to take action against Vladimir Putin, right? So he was kind of egging him on.
What do you mean?
I'm talking.
See, Vladimir Putin wanted to, from what I saw, from what I gathered, I probably missed some details, but from what I gathered, it was Zelensky that retaliated back. At first, now that I'm starting to get the gears rolling. At first, it started, okay, we're going to do this diplomatically, no wars, no nothing, but as time went on, Russia advanced its tank troops against Ukraine and started invading Ukraine even further. But Ukraine still kind of remained unmilitaristic at that point in time. But Putin's troops decided to keep on going forward, and his citizens decided to retaliate back. This was his citizens. Okay? And Zelensky knew that this thing was going to go out of control, so that's when later on he decided, you know what? Enough's enough. F you, Putin. We're going to do our thing. So, in other words, Putin played Zelensky. He is the aggressor. Putin is the aggressor. And he invaded Ukraine. That is true. That is actually fundamentally true.
Talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring in.
I'm sorry, what?
The American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president. For trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
My guy! You haven't done anything for this country! What freaking right do you have to lecture a man that is running his country when you have done very little, if anything at all, for the American people? You have the balls and the cojones to do that?
I have been to.
Count one.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring people.
Wait. This gets more embarrassing.
You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count one.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had?
Vance is a fucking idiot. Vance is a fucking idiot. Oh, I have seen the stories. You know stories can be fabricated and lied through, right? Especially with the social media that you actually ended up advocating for. From China. And the propaganda. You're accusing of Zelensky of evil propaganda tactics? You've seen stories, but you haven't actually gone to the country and actually been involved with what about the memos? What about the military intel? Yeah, what about the military intel? JD, if you're so smart about what's going on in freaking Ukraine, what is your military intel telling you? Are they giving you any of this information? Or are you disregarding this type of information and only focusing on what freaking Fox News and CNN are spewing out, especially on freaking TikTok? What about Twitter? Twitter's toxic as fuck. Especially with when Elon Musk took over, and then stupid idiot woman took over. And it's just like complete misinformation. Are you that afraid of knowing what the frick is going on because it doesn't align with your beliefs? Okay. Oh, what is going on? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a disaster. Oh my god.
Problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
Oh my god, it just gets worse. It just gets freaking worse. What even is this? Oh my god. Oh, this is great. This is getting more and more insane. This hurts just watching it.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless you.
That is true. That is true. There's a thing called domino effect. That is actually fucking true. Example of this is the gaming industry when they decided to go ahead and go completely woke in video games. California is notorious. Has always been this way. Always been this way since I was alive. That whatever goes on in California spreads across the entire United States. If something stupid in California happens, then stupidity happens in the entire United States. Homelessness increases, inflation increases, the whole like LGBT kind of rhetoric is just getting completely out of freaking control. And you have games like Concord, and you have like anime like what is it called? High Guardian Spice, even to the point where what is it called? Miss Koyabashi Dragon Maid. Yeah, the studio that literally hired the voice actress is in California. Just think about it for a second. One state is fucking up the entire country. But here's the thing. Even though one state is fucking up the entire country, they do have some good moments. Some of the laws California has passed is good for the country. But lately they've been screwing up. You take that example and you apply it into this situation right now. They think nothing is going to happen. They think that what these guys are doing, there's not going to be a set of negative repercussions. And I'm going to bring it back to California. Concord, Dragon Age, all that stuff. Let's not forget that Donald Trump got rid of the Mexican aisle in Walmart. And what's going on? Oh yeah, there's a lot of freaking boycotts going around, right? The economy is slightly crashing. Not slightly, it is crashing.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're
answering.
Wait, what?
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem.
God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
Don't tell us what we're gonna feel? My brother, what? What do you want? This man is stupid. Trump is stupid. What the? Oh my god! Like a freaking 6-year-old, bro. Like a freaking 6-year-old. This hurts me to watch this.
We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're
answering.
Clearly, Zelensky is not telling Trump how to feel.
Position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position.
You're not in a very good position right now, Trump.
Allowed
From
yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens
war,
to be right about
From the
it.
very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a
Brown,
good position. You don't have the cards right now.
You don't have the cards right now? What? Wow, this does get worse. This does get worse. What the oh my god.
With us, you start having
not playing
cards.
cards.
But right now, you don't.
I'm very
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III.
What do you?
You're gambling with World War III. Oh, this is genius. This is genius. Trump doesn't realize this, but he's the one that's gonna end up causing World War III. Because I found out later on, after all this, like when I saw like all these videos pop up, I was thinking World War III. Okay, what's gonna happen with World War III? Blah 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 blah, some other stuff. Turns out what's gonna end up happening is that if Russia gets too much power thanks to Trump, because we all know that has been a thing. That's been proven to be a thing since Trump's first administration, that Trump is the one that's going to cause World War III because of Putin's involvement with the United States. That's why.
You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to
respect
you.
to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today,
have you said thank
even
you?
Today.
You're being that petty and saying thank you? This is... You're being that fucking petty. What are you doing, my guy? My guy, what are you doing?
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that
Why are you getting involved, you yuppie little chihuahua?
Why are you getting involved? There is no... Vance, there is no reason why you need to do this. There's absolutely no reason. Is this some sort of like manipulative head game? If so, it's a sick and twisted mind game that you're doing. This is sick. This is actually psychologically sick. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is actually psychologically sick.
Oh, but they need to confirm if Zelensky is telling the truth, and he's not harboring any kind of illegal things against Russia and stuff like that.
You had 11 years. 11 years of proof that Zelensky is not the one that's doing the shit. And you have the audacity to be a freaking yuppie chihuahua asking for whatever petty reason to demand that Zelensky say thank you? Zelensky has said thank you many times to Biden and Obama and I think Trump too. Okay, but he wants more thank yous? Oh my god. This is disgusting, bro.
if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this.
I...
You have a damn
We-
good chance of
we are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your...
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. What the fuck is... Oh my god.
military equipment,
You
and
voted
you
for
men
your
are brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West?
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You
That's a big mistake, bro. Yo, that is a freaking big mistake, bro. You put your hands on Zelensky? What are you... Oh my god. That's a... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Trump, what did you do? Oh no. What did you... No. That is a big mistake, bro. That...
invited
military
me-
equipment.
You invited
If
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I
Again,
tell you.
just say thank you.
I said a lot of
except
times,
that
thank
there.
you.
Why are you being... Shut up, Vince! Shut up! Just shut up!
Except
To
that,
American people.
except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong.
I'm sorry, what?
And let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know.
This man is a whole level of stupid. Somebody please duct tape JD Vance's mouth. This is... Zelensky's not wrong. Stop demanding that Zelensky say thank you, you ungrateful bastard chihuahua.
That you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I
over
understand,
there.
sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long.
Look at Zelensky's face. Just look at Zelensky's face. That he's like, what? This was just all. This was all an act. For. That's disgusting. You played the man's emotions like that, and you're acting? That's a disgusting level of behavior. That is inhumane levels of behavior. That is disgusting. And looking at Zelensky's face, if I was Zelensky, I'd probably kick the president's face off right now off his shoulders for this disgusting behavior. And for President Trump touching him. But not once has Zelensky touched the president. I guarantee you that President Trump is going to say, "Oh, Zelensky touched me, he pushed me." There's actual video evidence that says that Trump pushed Zelensky physically.
You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running low
I
on
know.
soldiers. Listen, you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look.
Look at Zelensky. It's like this bloody idiot. This guy is saying he's a bloody idiot. Oh my god. Oh my god.
If you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire
He had a ceasefire, you dumb nuts.
faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
Listen to what he just said.
Stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for-
There was absolutely.
Dude's ego is inflated AF, bro. Yo. Oh, you don't have a ceasefire because it's not with me.
Wasn't with me. That was with
wasn't
a
you.
guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
But this
That
is-
was
What is this that I'm watching? What is this? What the what? Oh my god. This is
that was with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins.
it says here through CNN article, Trump is being hyperbolic here. While the Obama administration was criticized for its refusal to provide lethal assistance to Ukraine, it did provide more than $100 billion in security assistance, as well as a significant amount of defense and military equipment. By March 2015, the U.S. had committed more than $120 million in security assistance for Ukraine and had pledged an additional $75 million worth of equipment, including UVAs, counter-mortar radars, night vision devices, and medical supplies, according to the Pentagon Defense Security Cooperative Agency. Assistance included 230 armored Humvee vehicles. Okay, let me... Because I know CNN is... Okay, AP. Okay, let's go to Associated Press, because I believe more Associated Press. Okay, so Pence had said... Oh, God, he was quoting Pence? He was quoting Pence! The Obama-Biden administration only sent meals and blankets. Trump... Okay, so the facts was Trump and Pence are misrepresenting the amount of aid under Obama and Biden and glossing over their own delays in helping Ukraine. While the Obama administration refused to provide Ukraine with lethal weapons in 2014 to fight Russian-backed separatists, it offered a range of other military and security aid, not just blankets. The administration's concern was that providing lethal weapons like Javelin anti-tank missiles might provoke Russian President Vladimir Putin to escalate the conflict in the separatist Donbas area of Ukraine near Russia's border. By March 2015, the Obama administration had provided more than $120 million in security aid for Ukraine and promised $75 million worth of equipment, including counter-mortar radars, night vision devices, and medical supplies. According to the Department of Defense, U.S. pledged 230 MVs. Okay, so this actually checks out. U.S. aid offer came after Putin in 2014 annexed Crimea and provided support for separatists in eastern cities. Ultimately, between 2014 and 2016, the Obama administration committed more than $600 million in security aid to Ukraine. In the last year of the Obama administration, the U.S. established the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative, which provided U.S. military equipment and training to help defend Ukraine against Russian aggression. From 2016 to 2019, Congress appropriated $815 million for this initiative. The Trump administration in 2017 agreed to provide lethal aid to Ukraine, later committing to sell $47 million in javelins. Okay, so Trump was risking World War III here. Trump was risking World War III here. But 2 years later, Trump delayed the release of congressionally approved security assistance for Ukraine as part of an effort to pressure Ukraine to announce an investigation of his political rival Joe Biden. The matter was part of Trump's 2020 impeachment trial. What? 2 years later, Trump delayed the release of congressionally approved for Ukraine as part of an effort to pressure Ukraine to announce an investigation of his political rival, Joe Biden. So, Trump didn't give the javelins to Ukraine, pulled out the javelins of Ukraine because he was blackmailing Ukraine to force him to smear Joe Biden's name? Yo, that is messed up. Trump was blackmailing Ukraine. Damn.
You got to be more thankful. Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry, here.
It's going to be a tough deal to make. Because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 50.
Wait, hold on. What does the laptop from hell? What is the whole? Why is he talking about his elections? And the what does that have to do with Ukraine? Just answer me that. What does the laptop situation of Hillary Clinton's emails have anything to do with freaking Ukraine? What does it have to do? This guy is something else. What?
51 agents. The whole thing was a scam, and he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this.
Because it was true, you dimwit.
He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me.
How can you be so blatantly arrogant about your seat in office? You're the President of the United States. You moron. You should have known about this in order to prepare yourself for diplomatic measures in American culture and politics and policies. Yet you never showed interest. You just want to have the seat in power so you can do whatever it is. I don't even have a clue as to what you're doing. Just to make yourself feel important. Look at Zelensky's face. Just look at Zelensky's face. It's like, this guy is a complete and utter idiot.
He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think? Huh? This is going to be great television. And I will say that. All right.
This is disgusting behavior. This is disgusting. The man is over here crying and you're manipulating his feelings? This is not how you're supposed to negotiate, you fucking retard. This is not negotiation. This is not negotiation.
We'll see what we can do about putting it together.
Guys, let's go. Guys, come on, let's go.
We'll see. I don't know.
All right, guys, come on, please. Hey, come on, please. Guys, come on, let's move, please.
That was difficult to watch. I'm sorry that... Oh my god. Sorry you guys had to see that. That's pure filth. That is pure filth.